stage!
I know that it's a big world unfolding everywhere, and happiness is found wherever people care. Some folks like to travel, some stay put and try hard to find the treasures that they need right in their own backyard. All across this country, you find work and find friends that might be in the city or somewhere in between. Fate has found me where I am. I guess I've put roots down. I'll be wherever you are. That's why I love this town. We can go down to the river, down to the ocean, up to the lake, further up to the mountains, and still be home for dinner. That's why I love this town. That's why I love this town. That's why I love this town.
And the Council Council is attending today. Thank you, and I'd like to introduce and ask the Honourable Stephen Point, Lieutenant Governor of British Columbia, to help us raise the new flag for the City of Duncan.
Just how blessed we are. It was then I realized what goes out comes around. Those with more can give so much. That's why I love this town. We can go down to the river, down to the ocean, up to the lake, further up to the mountains, and still be home for dinner. That's why I love this town. I know the parents of my children's friends. I know my doctor and my mechanic. I know my grocer and my waitress. That's why I love this town. That's why I love this town. That's why I love this town.
Congratulations to you on this your 100th year, City of Duncan. Congratulations also on your new flag. Symbols are important. Around us, I can see that you also believe in the importance of symbols by the 80-some totem poles that stand in the city. Some of which come from all parts of the world, I take it. Why do we have symbols? They bind us together in a way that words cannot. Symbols are an unspoken presence of something greater than you and I. Something that stands for something more important than you and I. Symbols stand for a long time. They outlive all of us. And so they mean something special. They have a special meaning for us. 100 years ago, people arrived here in this valley and began to reside among the First Nations that were here, the 5 Cowichan tribes. In that 100 years, you've formed bonds of relationships. You've shared a common history and a common territory. And I'm sure that throughout that time you've made friends. And these totem poles, like this flag, symbolizes that common bond, that common relationship, that common history. But more importantly, symbols like this stand for things like honesty, kindness, generosity, respect. The kind of values that our veterans had fought for when they went overseas. The kind of values that our police protect our communities for. the kind of values that bind our families and our communities together, the kind of values that I think we want to pass on to our next generation. I say it's an honor to see my cadet corps here today. 100 years allows us an opportunity to pause very briefly. It's a milestone in which we can turn around and look back and see the trail that we've made, the steps that we've taken together, the distance that we've come as a community. But more than that, it affords us an opportunity to turn our heads forward and our minds forward, to think about where we're going. What is it that we'd like to accomplish as a community? What kind of changes do we still yearn for, and the things that we'd like to improve? A few years ago, I built a canoe for the province of British Columbia. For me, it symbolized the simple fact that we together are in one vessel as a people in this country. We're not different from one another. We've come from many parts of the world. But in truth, we are in the same canoe. We're paddling together, and we have to understand that if we paddle together, we're going to move this canoe forward in a common direction and a common purpose. I'd like to acknowledge the traditional territory of the Carleton tribes. I think Duncan is a model for other communities in this country, where peoples have learned to civilly reside with one another, coexisting together, understanding that we may have had a tumultuous past, but our past does not define our future. I love to see your elders sitting there together. It's a wonderful symbol for us. I congratulate you this 100-year anniversary, and I wish you all the best and success over the next 100 years. And God willing, I'll be here to celebrate with you.
That's why I love this town. That's why I love this town.
We were thinking F-18s or Auroras originally, but that's pretty good. So I'm going to start again. I am so honored to be able to be here at this time in our city's history, the celebration of our 100th anniversary. And it's so important to recognize our history, the people and the organizations that have toiled to build this community for the benefit of all of us and for future generations. I want to honor well, it's a perpetual symbol here for sure. I think I can speak over this. I want to acknowledge His Honor, the Lieutenant Governor, for his kind and generous remarks today. I think they are a very poignant message for all of us. I want to thank each and every one of you for your attendance here today, and to recognize our presence on the traditional territory of the Cowichan tribes. We must be proud and celebrate today a city and a community that has become far greater than its small boundaries, both in character and in heart. So many people have contributed to the success of our beautiful small city. And I want to thank those of you here today and acknowledge those who have left us for the contributions they and their families have made. We're proud of the efforts of so many groups and organizations that approached us with great ideas and enthusiasm toward making our centennial something to remember for the next century. We hope to see you all throughout the year having fun and celebrating with us the absolute blessing of being able to call Duncan our home.
I know that it's a big world unfolding everywhere, and happiness is found wherever people care. this town. We can go down to the river, down to the ocean, up to the lake, further up to the mountains, and still be home for dinner. That's why I love this town. I know the people singing in the choir, I know the farmers and the taxi drivers, I know the churches and all the pubs. That's why I love this town. 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 That's why I love this town.
Thank you very much. It's a great honor. Thank you.